That is not how life is supposed to be. You are supposed to take responsibility for yourself at whatever level you're capable of doing so. The smallest steps that you take towards change will begin to show drastic results over time. Instead of focusing on rules, shift your perspective towards looking at things with an ethical lens. Be driven by your purpose in life. The more you are compassionate towards others and yourself, the more you will feel alive on the inside. If you are putting too much effort into how you look to other people, you are missing a lot in life. If you are constantly worried about your appearance, if you are constantly thinking about putting in more effort just for the sake of others, then you are significantly missing the joy of living. You keep wondering if I am looking fine or not. If other people approve of how I am appearing to them, then what you are really doing is telling your inner self that other people have much more power over you. You are saying that other people have the ability to make you upset. You are not giving yourself the importance that you deserve, but you are giving them the power to make you feel a certain way. It is not the right way to think. It is very self-degrading and self-critical. Instead, what you must be doing is thinking about the quality of your life. The quality and value that your life brings to you are what should matter most to you. Instead of looking at the quality of your life, if you are thinking that your friends or your family believe that something is not right with you and they must be right, then what you are doing in that moment is putting them above yourselves. You are giving more importance and value to what they believe about you. You are enhancing the belief that their opinion of me is more valuable than my actual self. And then you go ahead in life. With such a degrading belief system, you continue to make a family. And you persist in passing on that belief in some way to your children as well. And then they fall into the trap of self-doubt and self-unawareness. It is a very negative cycle. If you always seek approval from the outside, and that is very difficult to achieve. The more you give out your power to others, the more you will begin to doubt yourself. If you ask me, it's not that I do not enjoy approval from others. I really enjoy it. It's amazing when someone else validates you. It's a very nice feeling to be approved of and applauded by others. It's really enjoyable. I won't deny that, but I do not need it. It is not a need of mine to get approval. There's a difference between wanting something and needing something. I want it, and I would like to have it, but it is not a need of mine. If you will give it to me, I will be happy. But if I don't get it from the people around me, then I will also be fine with it. But if you are someone who says, no, I really need it, then you need to understand that in order for you to be able to be like someone who gets a lot of approval in their life, you will have to not give much value to it. That is how successful people lead successful lives. It is a major paradox in this world, but the more people who need approval are the ones who get the least of it. And the more successful someone is, the less they will be concerned about external support or validation. Because these people are busy creating the life of their dreams. They do not have the time or energy to waste on external validation. They have this constant urge to keep working towards achieving their dreams and goals in life. They have the confidence in themselves to fulfill their life's endeavors. Success kisses these people on their foreheads because it is an internal process. Success is not something that you find in doing one thing or another. It is what you bring to everything that you are doing in life with confidence and self-belief. It is a way for your heart to lead you in the right direction through the essence of morality. You have the right to be confident in your purpose, and you have the right to be successful in your endeavor, while being respectful of other people's choices and paths. If you try to bring harmony into this world with your actions, then it will all come back to you. The more you continue to radiate positive energy, the more it will come back to you in ways you never imagined before. If you continue to look down upon yourself, you will be moving away from the real you, the real essence of life. As soon as you begin to work in universal harmony, you will begin to get aligned with your inner self, and things will begin to change for the better. Self-actualization will lead you to a successful life overall. Things will begin to fall into place. There are no coincidences, but the efforts that you put into the manifestation of your desire, whatever you do in life, do it with confidence and bring success to it. You are cleaning the floors, bring success to it. If you are mowing the lawn, bring success to it. Even if you are changing a baby's diaper, bring success to it as well. Be kind to yourself. true to yourself and be compassionate to yourself and the people around you. The world is not always about being ahead of everyone else. It's not about being in competition with the people around you. Cutting off other people's success is not how it works. Trying to beat everyone, putting mental pressure on yourself every second of your life. It's not how you're supposed to be living your life. Living your life means being in harmony with yourself. Living your life means cooperating with the people around you to bring harmony to their lives as well. Leading an ethical life. I'm talking about ethics, not rules. Ethics are things that are inbuilt in you, that feel right to you, and that your consciousness allows you to do. It is the innate ability of your consciousness to choose between right and wrong. Any rule can be ethically wrong. Every rule does not need to be followed. If a rule is morally wrong, you have to raise a voice for it. That is what feels right. And that is what you must do. Have you heard about the racism that was highly prevalent in America? I'm sure everyone knows about it. Wasn't it a rule for people to simply dislike people of color? If you don't know about it, let me tell you about it. During the 1950s, it was a general rule that people of color would give up their seat to a white person. During that time, an activist, whose name was Rosa Parks, was sitting at the very front of a very crowded bus in Alabama. And because of the rule, she was asked to give up her seat. If she had just simply followed the rule, was any change possible? No, absolutely not. But she did not give up her seat. She refused to move because she didn't support that absurdity. If I ask you this question now, did she do the right thing? You will say yes. You will agree with that? Because morally, she did the right thing. What she did was ethically correct. I tell you another thing. Around the same time, there was a boy in service from Detroit who was posted to Guam, and he saw that the Guamanian civilians were not allowed to shop in the PX and the Navy Exchange. Any person of color could not enter it. It was ethically wrong, but they still followed this rule there. Then he heard about a letter writing competition in the local newspaper to speak freely of their minds. The contest was offering a good sum of money for the winner as well, and it was a win-win situation. He could write about the ethically wrong situation going on there while getting paid for it. But it was not all that easy. He certainly won the contest, but the next day he was called in before his vice admiral commander, who told him that he shouldn't have done this and that he would be court-martialed for this act. But the young lad stood by his words and without any fear wrote a letter to the president at that time. He showed a copy of the letter to the vice admiral commander and said he could write many other letters like this one to several other local news outlets, telling them what they were doing with the locals. In response to that, the universe blessed him. The universe supported his actions because he was doing the right thing, and so he was left without any adverse action, and later
Tình yêu đâu cứ phải muốn là quên được ngay. Còn thương em nên anh đau lòng lắm đấy. Dù ra sao anh cũng chẳng thể đổi thay. Một cuộc sống không em anh phải làm sao đây? Tự thương lấy mình thôi, đến đâu nhiều rồi. Tự mình vỗ về thôi khi không ai cạnh bên. Tập yêu bản thân thôi để không phải buồn. Rồi người thương hóa người dưng, cứ sao lệ mi tuôn. Tự thương lấy mình thôi chẳng ai thay đổi. Tự mình cố vượt qua nỗi đau sẽ bối xóa. Tập yêu bản thân thôi chớ nên yêu vội. Tình yêu đâu phải trò chơi để cho ta lạc lối.
in those years, the discriminatory policy was dissolved and all the civilians could shop in the Navy Exchange in Guam. Change was possible there because somebody took the initiative for it. If you submit to rules that are not morally correct, then those rules will continue to dominate you for the rest of eternity. It is a very good thing that we can find in children. They ask why and why not when they start learning. They have this purity of soul inside them that allows them to question things that do not seem right to them. As we grow up, we surrender to the circumstances and the prevailing protocols in society. But that is not how life is supposed to be. You are supposed to take responsibility for yourself at whatever level you're capable of doing so. The smallest steps that you take towards change will begin to show drastic results over time. Instead of focusing on rules, shift your perspective towards looking at things with an ethical lens. Be driven by your purpose in life. The more you are compassionate towards others and yourself, the more you will feel alive on the inside. As a society, we are driven to achieving everything that comes our way. Do not be someone who is just an achiever. The important thing is the knowledge you gain by achieving anything in life. Teach your children the value of knowledge. Stop running behind in grades and getting ahead in the competition. Instead, shift your focus towards gaining knowledge that is useful to you and provides value to society. It's the value that a person brings to the table that provides them with success in life. Teach your children that. Stressing out over things and hardworking daily while constantly putting ourselves under pressure is not the way life is supposed to be. Life is supposed to be a blessing. We are here to play our part in the harmony of society in this perfectly balanced universe. It is okay to take a breather. It is okay to take a pause to relax sometimes. It is okay if you want to take